David, for me, one of the most important results we've seen in the championship for many, many years, and I don't think it's too much hyperbole to describe it as that, was Takamoto Katsuta's result. You know, Katsuta came into the championship as part of the development program 5 or 6 years ago now, I think it was, maybe more than that. And now if you turned around and said, the next time we're back in Japan for the WRC, one of these development drivers will be on the podium, you'd have been kicked out of the room, wouldn't you, for total nonsense. What Katsuta has done is so important for the region, for the country, for the fans, for Toyota. And hats off to him. You know, he had a plan this weekend, he stuck to it, and he is enjoying, you know, the accolades this evening.
And rightly so, Carl. Everything that you said there is bang on. And it's so important for the whole programme. Akio Toyoda himself, the president and CEO of Toyota Motor Corporation, he's taken a personal interest in this programme. And one of the objectives was always to bring a Japanese driver forward. The speed with which we've done that is remarkable. And the speed with which we've seen Taka sort of develop is tremendous. He's been super consistent this year and totally deserves everything.
And you know what? There's a lot of speculation as to a fourth driver for Toyota next year, because they need one. You know, we understand, we know in fact the lap is off, so you've got Robin Perez, the number one driver, without any question next year.
Number one drivers.
But he will be. Number two will be Alvin Evans. Part-time third driver is clearly Ogier. Ogier needs a partner for the ones he's not doing. You've got to say, Takamoto Katsuta is absolutely putting his CV forward saying, pick me.
He's a shoo-in, Cole.
He's a shoo-in.
100%,
Yeah.
and it makes complete sense.
Yeah.
You know, when you've got, so if Ogier does, I don't know, 6 or 7, the other 6 or 7, he steps up.
Absolutely.
It's that straightforward.
And it's you know, this is the great thing about, we mustn't ever underestimate the importance of having someone of Toyoda-san's stature supporting our sport. You know, it is incredible. The most important man in the automotive industry in the world is a massive rally fan. He's a man who doesn't often get things wrong. And he has backed this program with a young Japanese driver. He's seen the potential to put a young Japanese driver at the very top of this sport. Part of that plan is to have that Japanese driver as part of the manufacturing team.
Of course it is.
So
of course it is.
It's yet another tick for him if we see Katsuta there.
And you know, you could talk about Andreas Mikkelsen, you could talk about Chris Meek, you could talk about Teemu Sunen. All of these drivers are very, very worthy and absolutely deserve another shot. But actually, you've got a guy who's finished on the podium twice this year, maybe. But as we said, consistent. Finished third here. He's finished second on Safari.
Second last year.
And you don't need anybody else.
No.
And there's no point. You know, it's going to cost you more money to bring somebody in needlessly. So just give him the seat.
Give him the job. Well, a very, very happy Katsuta-san spoke to us earlier on.
Yeah, it was very tough, but very nice weekend for me. Very, very difficult condition until very end of the weekend. So you never, you know, I never relaxed any time, but still, you know, very nice to be on the podium in home country, and there were so many supporters, and especially road section, I couldn't, you know, there was huge amount of the spectators. They are, you know, shaking, waving hands, and it was very nice to see.
The motivation, I suppose, now has to be to move up into the factory team. What is the chance of seeing Takamoto Katsuta in the main Toyota team next season, the Gazoo Racing team?
Actually, I have no idea yet. What I heard from team was that next year going to be 4th car full season or something. But this is I don't know, 2 months ago, 3 months ago. So I don't know. Many things could already happening. So I have no idea what's going to happen anyway.
Thank you very much, Takamoto. It's been great watching you this year. Well done.
Thank you very much.
David, much as it's been a joy to be back here in Japan, and you and I and the whole Dirtfish team have absolutely loved the experience, we can't sugarcoat or gloss over, if you like, I think is the term I'm looking for, the fact that there were issues. There were issues out there, and some I almost said relatively serious, some extremely serious issues out there.
The most serious. Yeah, I'm absolutely. The one thing you cannot, bang the table, you cannot have on a rally is a car coming in the wrong direction on a stage.
A civilian car. Any car.
Any car. You know, it's very straightforward. You know, if you're as a competitor, if you go against rally traffic, you're excluded. It's a massive no-no of the highest order. And to have that happen at a World Championship level is unbelievably unacceptable. You simply can't have it. Yes, there's reasons for it. Yes, we understand that it was one marshal that got it wrong. It does not matter.
No.
For me, it's unforgivable. And we've seen other events have lost their place on the championship for this kind of thing. That, and then, you know, there's the whole issue that we saw there was a cyclist on the Super Special. We saw the response to the fire on Friday morning. There are issues. There are very serious, significant issues. We've seen the FIA's response immediately to this. We need to see real strength of leadership, both from the rally organisers here and from the FIA. You know, the FIA cannot leave the rally organisers here alone, and I'm not suggesting that they will. This needs to be a hand-in-glove approach to getting this right. We need Japan, yes, we do, but it doesn't come at any cost.
Not at any cost.
No,
yeah.
Absolutely not.
Yeah.
And for me, it's a yellow card for this event. It has to be the number of issues, and the same number of issues next year. They have to be out.
Yeah.
They have to learn from this, and they have to move forward. I'm absolutely confident they've got the ability to do that. And yeah, they were unfortunate. It was the sort of perfect storm. And if you go to dirtfish.com, in the next few days, we'll explain that whole scenario that led to all of the issues on Friday. It was a very, very difficult time for them. But no divers on the Super Special last night. So obviously the not Super Special, the street stage went very close to the river. When you have a stage that goes close to the river, by regulation, you need divers there. Where were the divers?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
You know, I'm sorry. This is a world championship event.
Yeah.
That can't happen.
No, I agree with you, David, and I think the World Championship is it's diversifying, it's growing, it's becoming more popular. Our understanding is there are many, many more countries wanting to come into the championship than there are slots. I think we can learn an awful lot from this. I think there are standards, minimum standards that have to be guaranteed, and there are ways of guaranteeing.
They can do it. Of course they can do it.
Yeah.
And the thing is, Cole, the number of people here, the enthusiasm, they owe it to the people of Japan. The people of Japan have turned out in their thousands to watch. This has been the best supported event I've been to in years, and I have loved every minute. Yeah. The interaction with the fans, talking to them, just the absolute emotion and passion that they bring. They love it and they deserve it. Yeah. And Toyota deserve it. To be in Toyota City, the heart and the backyard of the biggest car manufacturer in the world, it's an amazing opportunity for WRC. We need to get it right, and they will get it right for next year.
Gino, WRC Invest, the only place to buy a world rally car. Run by enthusiasts like Alessandro Gino and Andrea Adamo.
I'm not sure about the stages. I have to say, I think some of them are too slow. Sébastien Ogier said it himself, that he's a rally driver, he wants to drive quickly. We saw far too much first and second gear action.
And I have to say, visually, we had
a
lot of coverage this weekend to watch, and it got a little boring.
Visually, when you were watching onboard after corner, the vista, the backdrops have been absolutely breathtaking, fabulous.
Yeah.
But
we didn't see any of them because there was no helicopter. So we didn't see,
Yeah, I don't know the why and wherefore or whatever, but there are some great views to be had. Yeah. But I'm sure there must be some better roads. Yeah. It's difficult.
So I think the point that David makes, and he makes it very well, as he always does, is that a great rally, a great event, great enthusiasm, great people here, and the potential for a fantastic rally.
Yeah.
Potential for a fantastic rally. So we will be back next year. I'm absolutely sure of that. But they do have to up their game, and I'm sure they will. David, your highlight of the weekend? Did you have one?
It has to be the fans. There has to be the fans. And actually, if there was a disappointment of the weekend, it was this morning with Elvin Evans. The fight that came. It was looking absolutely tremendous, wasn't it? 6/10 of a second after the first stage.
We got excited, didn't we?
We got very excited, and then obviously Elvin slid wide to puncture, and it was all gone. But no, just the fans just being back here in Japan. It's a tremendous country, and as we said, there is great potential with this event.
My highlight of the weekend was watching David trying to deal with the toll booths. Every single toll booth was a little bit of a drama. There were lots
Apologies to the toll booth operators of Japan. for holding you up for so long. It's not a complicated procedure, but
Not
I
really.
seem to have turned it into one.
Yeah, it was very entertaining. But my genuine highlight of the weekend was the same as David's. It was the fans. The fans were just magnificent. Magnificent, entertaining people. We love you, Japan. We love you as
I've
rally
got
fans.
a new highlight, actually.
Oh, have you?
Yeah.
And that's come about in the last 2 minutes.
It's a toll booth related highlight.
Okay.
Which is also, I have to say, a very big thank you to our friends Hans de Bao from Toyota Gazoo Racing, who loaned us a Toyota GR Yaris.
Yeah.
And it was actually departing every toll booth in first and second gear in the Toyota GR Yaris. We've thoroughly enjoyed that.
Makes a
Thank you
lovely
very much.
noise, it really does. Folks, once again, I have to say an enormous thank you to our partners for our coverage of Rally in Japan this weekend, Gino WRC Invest. If you haven't already, click that link. It will
Because
do us all a favour.
You can go there and buy a Toyota GR Yaris.
You can, you absolutely can, you know, and you can look at many other things there as well. So give that link a click. It has been wonderful, folks. The last round of the 2022 FIA World Rally Championship. A fitting end to the season, issues aside, a really fitting end.
And actually, just before we go further, don't think this is the end of our content for this year. We have got so much content. It's how many weeks hold before Monty? It's about 8.
8.
Yeah, 8 or so weeks. We've got a heap of stuff coming your way on dirtfish.com. Follow all of our channels at Dirtfish Rally. Follow us on YouTube. It's all there.
What more do I need to say? Dirtfish.com, folks. It's been a joy having you along with us this weekend and every rally weekend this year. Thank you very much
Arigato.
for your company. Arigato gozaimasu.
Sayonara.